Okay then. So let's see here. Okay, awesome. So if I'm not mistaken, we were supposed to go to the we had to do something involving the geometry? Yeah, we had to have two versions, high res and low res. And I'm trying to understand how to go about that because when I first saved it, which is under here as tool, it was the division was 7, and then after I started to go up and down, it just kind of stopped at 5. So I guess I'm trying to pick up where I left off at. Okay, so this is the points, the intensity. Okay, so am I supposed? And it says low res. So is the division currently low or is it kind of high? I'm not entirely sure as to.
I mean, so as of right now, you're just over 250,000 points.
Okay, so the points determines the resolution.
Yeah, the points is like okay. what ZBrush calls points is basically hertz.
Okay, so my res is actually pretty high.
Cool.
Okay, so then what would I want to do? Go into Tool and export it or save it as a high res?
Not just yet.
Not just yet? Okay.
So over in our tool palette in geometry,
which is right here.
SDiv5 slider.
Yes.
So just take that little orange bar and slide it to the left.
Okay, so let me just slide that onto 3.
I would go all the way to 1.
Oh, okay.
We're just going to kind of see what happens.
Oh, wow.
So notice how like all the detail left, but the basic shape stays the same.
Still there, yeah.
So that means that we can export the subdivision 1 as our low res.
Okay, so I'm going to want to go to export.
Correct.
Tap that. Okay, let's put this, we're going to call it low res pillow. Or is there like a specific name? Because I know that you have to identify it as such.
So I usually follow a very specific naming convention.
Okay.
I mean, you can name it whatever you'd like. For something like this, I would probably name it Pillow ZBrush Low.
Pillow ZBrush Low Res.
Cool. Yeah, that works.
Okay, and I'll just.
And that just way, when you're looking at the file name, you know it's the Pillow from ZBrush and it's low res.
Low res. Okay, so I'll just hit save.
Cool.
All right, and now.
So now you can take your SDiv slider and dial it all the way back up.
All the way back up to 5.
Cool.
Turns
so now
out
we're not back at the high res.
Yes. Okay.
Now, realistically, you could take this into Maya as it is.
As it is.
Just over 250,000 points. You know, it's definitely going to be dense for Maya, but Maya can handle it without too much concern. But since I have it here, let's go ahead and go through the decimation process.
Yeah, that's what I was missing, the decimation process, because we were talking about that, and I was like, okay, what's that exactly? So, so is that under Edit or File?
Neither. It's under Z plugin.
Z plugin, which is that over here? Right here?
Awesome.
Okay. Let's just click on that.
Now looking for decimation.
Decimation. Now, what's the point of the decimation?
So the decimation, what it's going to do for us is it's going to try to keep the shape, but reduce the polygon.
Oh, I see. So decimation master. Oh wow, there's quite a few. And I think, if I'm mistaken, you did this a couple times before actually.
Well, so my mesh was quite a bit more dense.
Okay.
So for what we've got right here, we're only going to have to do it once. But it is going to be a 2-step process.
It's a 2-step process.
So first it's the pre-process.
Which is right here.
Awesome. Go ahead and click that.
Pre-process, pre-compute, current tool. Okay.
And it's going to take a second. You see up here, it's doing a thing.
Okay. Yeah, I was seeing this happen on a summer's computer. Forever, it was taking forever on my computer. She's getting pretty pissed.
Depending on how dense your mesh is, it could take a while.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it finished. So go back into Z plugin.
And go here.
And then down to Decimation Master. And this time, since we've already pre-processed, now we want to decimate.
Oh, Decimation Master.
You're in there. It's open already.
Okay, so go to
Decimate current.
Decimate right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Decimate.
And notice how we went from, what was that, like 380,000 down to 78?
Okay.
Awesome. So it's good.
All right. So it looks the same, despite the fact that there's much lower. Okay.
Yeah. And if you were to check the wireframe, you'll notice that instead of being quant, now it's a triangulated mess.
Yeah. And that is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, that's going to allow us to bring it in line.
Okay.
But you would never want to submit the decimated one, and that's why we get the low res. The low res has nice topology. The high res has nice shape. We're going to marry those together with the null
okay. So then, what am I going to do now? Export it as high. Okay, and this is high res.
Correct.
Okay, so let's kind of lower this on that side. Click. So I'm just going to call it Pillow Z Brush High Res. And let's save to my desktop. Okay. And with that now taken care of, I can just exit out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Save changes ZBrush project. No.
If you save it, you're going to save the decimated version, and then you can never go back.
Oh, so hit no.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, the decimation process is destructive.
Ooh.
So it destroys all your subdivisions, all your topology.
Oh wow.
So it's good for getting a lower res version, but it's not good if you ever want to go back and work with it.
Okay then. Thank you. Alright, so I've got my high res, and I've got my low res is right there. Wait, what's the difference? But wait, which one is going to be opened up in Maya?
It's going to be the OBJ.
The OBJ. So then, wait, where'd this come from?
So, like we touched on in lecture,
when
you export an OBJ, it makes a material file, an MTL. But for what we're doing, you can just throw that away.
So I could just go here and just move to the trash.
Yeah, we only really care about the OBJs.
Yeah. And I could do the same thing to this one right here, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's just move that to the trash. So the real big things I need, okay, so this is the low res, Pillow ZBrush low res, Pillow ZBrush high res. And as for this, oh wait, this is an old thing, isn't it?
That was probably the original one.
Yeah. Do I need that though?
That's up to you.
I guess I'll just probably put it on my external hard drive when I get back to the house. I like to do that sometimes, so I never keep all my eggs in one basket, if you will. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna want to go back to. Wait a minute. Don't we already have something open? Yeah, right here, the Pillow and Maya. So I'm gonna want to open this up, correct?
Either way.
Okay.
You can open that one. You can start a new scene. Since we're dealing with the two OBJs from ZBrush, it doesn't matter which scene we kind of go into.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm kind of glad I'm doing this because since I was already kind of walked through a great deal of it, by watching the videos would have kind of been like a start over for me. I'm like, okay, I got this, I got that. I just want to like pick up where I left off, which was from yesterday. So yeah, so and then after this, essentially, we'll be able to take care of like the pork chop, cookie jar, whatever we want to.
Yeah, make. And actually on
Thursday.
Thursday, right? I think it is. We're going to be doing. We're doing the steak on Thursday.
Oh, nice.
And then they'll be doing the cookie jar in lab, probably Thursday, but it might be Saturday.
Yeah. Okay, so now that I've got this open, am I going to want to import those two?
Yes.
Okay, so let me import those two. Import.
Yeah, we're doing this thing.
Desktop. Okay. I'll do high res first. Wait, where else is it? Okay. High res. Let's do high res first. Oh wow. Okay. Just click there, hit W.
I wouldn't move it because you're going to need everything right on top of each other.
Oh, okay.
You can take the original pillow though, that P cube one, and either put it in a layer and hide it, or just hide it, or move it out of the way, or
I'll just shoot.
That one we're done with, so you can just slide it wherever.
Yeah, just kind of shoot this off into the distance.
Cool.
All right, so now it's time for me to go to File, Import, the low res. So there's low res. And if I hit Import, you can actually see a little bit of it too. All right.
Awesome. So what I would do for right now is I would put the high res in a layer and just hide that layer.
Okay. High res in, wait, hide it where exactly?
Inner display layer.
Where's
channel box?
Channel box. Oh, put it in its own layer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so create layer from selected.
Awesome.
I'll just call this high res layer.
Cool.
High res layer. Save
cool.
it.
And just hit the little V so it hides it.
Okay. Alright,
awesome.
So now it's
cool.
hidden.
So now we got the low res. Now we're going to need to UV it.
Alright, so that means gonna go to the UV editor. UV set editor. What the heck? Update
Not the
it.
set editor, just the UV editor.
Oh, okay, wait. UV editor. There we go. And thing. Hit that. Hit that. Hit that. Click on that. Wait, damn it. Alright. Okay, so that's the. What the? Let's go back there. Alright, so that means we're supposed to make this a pillow shape. Wouldn't I have to go to... Wait a minute. Don't I have to cut along the edge?
Not yet.
Not yet. So then what am I supposed to be doing now? Now that I have this.
So those are just the full cube UVs.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of, now you can see they're a mess. They don't really line up with what we got going on at all.
Oh, wow.
So as with most times you're approaching UV, I would start by doing some kind of projection.
Oh, right. So... projection as in...
If you go into the UV menu.
Right here?
The UV menu.
Which is...
The menu at the top of the screen says UV.
Okay, go there.
Cool. So here we have all the projections.
Okay, so... Am I supposed to do planar it? Or...
Give it a shot and see what happens.
Okay, that's... a little crazy.
What do you think's going on there?
Are these faces inside of each wall? So that's an issue.
You remember the cookie box? The cereal box?
Yeah. So are we supposed to select the edges, the faces?
I would just do an object mode right now.
Do an object mode?
Yeah.
So, okay, then let me go to UV, go to...
Okay, so planar is going to be the best bet.
Okay,
we have basically
so
like two faces.
Yeah, alright.
Just like off of the cereal box, remember how like different sides of the box should just change the setting?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Do you remember what that setting was?
Wasn't that, was it in here?
No, it was in your planar projection options.
Oh, do you mean right here?
Mm-hmm.
So, best plane, z-axis. Once I hit plot.
How's that look?
Oh wow, it looks exactly like the...
Yeah, a little bit better, right?
Yeah, so can I just exit out?
So basically you were projecting it from the top.
No, I'm projecting it
from the front, yeah.
Oh, great. So now, what's the next step? Let me just see that. Yeah. Okay. So here's the front, and I take this is the back.
Mm-hmm.
So am I supposed to modify? Am I supposed to flip this?
No. So basically you have the whole piece, but it's all still connected.
Okay.
So it's like a flattened plastic bag or something.
Oh, right. So that means... Is this where we're going to start going along the edge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have the whole edge, and what I'm going to do, just cut it.
Perfect.
Okay, and then if I pull it off to the side...
Remember, we're going to watch your selection.
Wait, am I missing an edge somewhere? I don't think so.
I think you got it.
Yeah, okay, 64 edges. So that means I'm supposed to hit... I'll hit split.
So you have the edges selected, and you already cut them.
Yeah.
But then when you go to move it,
yeah,
you still have those edges. So you're trying to move the edges.
Okay, so... Am I supposed to move in a different direction?
Not a different direction, a different selection.
What? So select and do what? Not sure as to what's the next step.
So I would change into shell mode.
Which is right here?
Nope. If you right click and hold.
Right click. Oh yeah. Wait. Wait.
Right. Did you set up your pen for right click?
No, if I did. I could have sworn I did. Wait, should I go to preferences then?
You can always go to the mouse. Might be easier.
Yeah, I think it would be easier to work with the mouse. Let me just exit out of there. Let me just kind of shut that off. Shut the power. I'm not sure. Oh, whatever the case may be. Oh, yeah, no, that's properly set up. So just that. So right click. Okay, right click. What
and
the
then
heck
UV
just
shell.
happened? Why did I have all this? Oh, UV
shell.
UV shell.
Ooh, and now select the top shell.
Which is right here.
In the UV editor still. So just a single click, and
Okay.
now you can move that off.
Okay.
So before, you had the edges, but it was edges for both shells, and you were kind of just dragging those edges around.
Okay.
So you got to switch into shell mode so you can actually slide it off.
Okay, so now that it's been slid off in the upward direction, what's the next step then?
Yep, so we have a couple things. Is anything looking odd about one of those shells to you?
Is it the fact that does it have to do with the checker pattern?
Well, the checker pattern is one thing that we'll have to fix. I was looking at something else, but I mean, we can do the checker pattern first.
I don't see too much of an issue. They're both the same size and same shape and everything.
Are they the same color?
No. So that means that this one has to be flipped. So I'll just flip that really quickly.
Awesome.
But it kind of changes the direction. Is that a good thing?
It's fine.
So I'll just click. Okay.
Okay. So now we got them flipped correctly, but we still have some stretching here along the side, right?
Yeah.
And that just has to do with the fact that the pillow has some roundness to it.
Yeah.
But we did a front projection.
Okay.
So what we can do here is select the shell and then unfold it.
This shell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where's the unfold? Flip line. Unstack. Where's the unfold?
It is in that modify menu.
Oh, it's not here?
It is in modify.
Modify. Where's the unfold? See it. Layout. Snap and stack. Stack. Unstack. Straight unfold at the bottom.
Awesome.
Okay.
Cool. Right. And now run it on the other one.
Oh wow. So wait, do the same thing here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to modify. Unfold.
Awesome.
Oh wow.
Now notice how we have some pretty nice checkers across the surface.
Oh, okay then. Nice. And they're both blue. So.
Awesome. So now you just got to fit them down in that 0 to 1 space.
Okay. So wouldn't it basically just do something like that? Okay, let's push that down. Fits nice. Wow. All right. That's perfect.
Cool.
It's really good. So then, what would I do now? Just exit out?
Yeah, now I'd close the UV editor. I would save your file. We're in a good place to just make sure that everything's good.
I'll probably. Well, I'll change the name. So let's go to desktop. I'll call this high and low res pillow. High and low res pillow. Hit save as to the desktop and just continue. Okay then. So now, am I gonna want to put this pillow on its own layer?
You can. I mean, you don't really have to, but
Oh, okay.
I usually do just because it's a good way to kind of work. But
Yeah.
with what we're doing, since you have the high in a layer,
yeah,
it'd still be easy enough to get at if we need to.
Okay,
Now,
so
you can close the UV toolkit as well.
Alright, let me close out of here, go here, and can I just move it over then?
We're going to want it in the same spot.
Same
so the
spot.
high and low need to be exactly in the same spot for it
Exactly in the same spot. So I guess it would kind of make sense to put it on its own layer so that way I can now work with the oh wait, there. So I'm gonna call this low res layer. So low res layer. Okay. So, wait a minute. That's weird. Huh? It didn't take it.
It's got some space on it. It looks like.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that why? Let's just try this one more time. Low res layer. Hit save. Okay. Apparently I won't take it, but okay, so this is a high res. And am I want to do the same process?
No.
It's a different process?
Nope. We're ready to bake now.
Oh, ready to bake? So I'm going to have them both on?
So yeah, and make sure the low is selected, which it looks like it is.
Yeah, it is.
So now you'll need to switch to the rendering menu set.
Switches under render.
So over here, where we got this little modeling.
Modeling.
So this switches menu sets, which is really just a fancy way of saying like these menus up here. These are different collections of menus.
Okay.
So we want to switch to the rendering menu set.
Rendering menu set.
You can see all the menus changed.
Okay.
So now we go into lighting
and shading.
And transfer maps.
Transfer maps. Okay.
Right.
So what's gonna?
So with the low res selected,
yep,
it put it in there automatically for us.
Oh wow.
So now, like, it put it where it needs to go. So we're happy with that.
That's nice.
Let's now open up the source meshes.
Source meshes.
And select the high res.
Where
the high res mesh just in the viewport.
Oh, just go here.
Let the mesh itself. So you can either select it here in the outliner, or you can hide the low res and then select it, or just either way. We need to get a hold of it.
Okay, so let me hide the low res, go to high res, and hit.
You need to select the mesh.
Where?
Just in the viewport.
Oh, click there.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay.
So, excuse me. The high res is the source, right? It's the source of the detail.
Yeah.
So it's the source mesh.
Okay.
So we're gonna do add selected.
Add selected.
And now notice how the name of that is popped in there.
Okay.
Awesome. So now we want a normal map.
Normal.
And scroll down a little bit. You can make the window taller if you'd like, since there's going to be a lot of scrolling going on.
Okay.
All right, so we have our normal map name. Notice how by default it's named samplenormals.dds. We don't want that. So click on the little folder.
Click on the little folder.
And tell it where you want it to go. So right now it looks like it's going to go to the desktop, and then you can type in a file name.
I'll just title it.
So I like to name things, in this case, like pillow normal or something like that. So you have the object and normal, so that way when you're looking at the file, you know it's the normal map.
Okay, so pillow normal.
Cool. And then come down here where it says alias pics and change that. I would use JPEG.
JPEG?
JPEG isn't going to be great for like your demo reel, but it's going to be a small file for this stuff while we're learning.
Okay.
Cool. Let's go ahead and
so what would be like the normal one, so to speak, if I...
TIFF or Targa.
TIFF? Okay.
Yeah, if you scroll down, we can actually see them.
TIFF, I think, is more lower. TIFF.
TIFF and Targa are both really good.
Okay. But for now, I'll just stick to JPEG.
Yeah, JPEG's going to be
okay.
So fine. Oh, awesome. Cool.
All right. So hit save. Just make sure. Let me just click there. Okay. Just pillow normal.
All right. So that's all good. Let's click on Maya Common Output. And we just need to set up the file size, right? So right now it's at 256, which is pretty tiny.
Okay.
So I would change that to 2048.
Both of them?
Yes. If you change one, it'll change the other.
2048. Okay. I'll just...
Cool.
All right.
Change the other one.
Okay.
The rest should be fine. So let's go ahead and just hit bake.
And you said this is going to take a while, right?
Yeah. It depends on the density of your mesh, your UVs, and that kind of stuff. But
yeah, because it looks like it's not frozen per se, but wait, is it frozen? Let me hit bake again.
It might be. We just gotta
cross
give it a
fingers.
second, see if it does it.
Okay. So after it bakes it, wait, what the?
So it looks like it did it. It looks like it froze instead of giving us the thing.
Okay.
So go ahead and hide the high res.
Right. So click there. Wait.
No, maybe it's still doing something.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's baking still.
Might just be lagging.
Oh wow. Yeah. Well, that's not too. Oh, all right.
There we go. Cool. And bring back the low res.
Okay, so go there, click here.
And then hit 6 on the keyboard to go into texture view.
Okay. So.
There we go.
So wait, are they now one?
No, I mean you still have the 2 meshes. But now, if you go to your desktop, we can actually pull up that image and show you the normal map that got created.
Okay, so it's almost as if it kind of like took the detail and it just kind of like spat or got rid of the original, if you will. I know it didn't delete it. I'm just saying it's kind of like it's like we're just gonna take your face.
It takes the detail from the high res and stores that into that JPEG, that image.
Oh. Okay.
And then we apply that image onto the mesh. And then Maya did that for us when we set it up.
Okay.
And now, so we have what looks like a high res, but if you click on it, you'll see it's actually low res.
Okay. Nice. So, aren't we supposed to do one more thing? We're supposed to have like both of them next to each other on the UV?
No. So, close the transfer maps.
Just close that out
and
here.
Save your file. Since we're almost done.
File. Do I just hit save or?
That's fine.
Oh, okay. So I'll just hit file, save scene, and hit continue.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that you don't have to redo anything if it crashes here.
Yeah. Okay. So do I just exit out now or?
No. So for the submission, it's going to be wireframe unshaded.
So there.
Awesome.
Okay, I'll check it in a second.
And then
could be WhatsApp.
You're going to want the mesh that's currently visible on one part of the screen, and then the UV map that's now on your desktop on the other part.
So do I click on this and just kind of move this over, or just leave it in place?
You can leave it where it's at for now.
Okay, so let's click off of it, and you said I'm gonna need the UV.
No, the normal map. Let's go to your desktop.
Okay, so let's kind of scroll over here
and find that normal map.
Oh wow.
Yeah, open that up.
Oh wow.
All right, so
that's very interesting.
What we want to see is this mesh.
Yep.
And that normal map.
So I'm gonna just make a big old screen cap.
Yeah. Make sure that one's on top, and then just zoom in over here a little bit, just so we can see the mesh a little bit better.
So, all right. Let me just kind of focus in. Yeah, all right, and then we're gonna click on here.
Awesome.
Pull that over. Okay, so this is what we're gonna want to look at.
Screenshot of right. That right.
All right. So, and now I can just. This is probably like the biggest screen capture I've ever. Okay.
Awesome.
Nice. Okay.
Push that, and you're good to go.
And oh wow, so that's it.
Yep.
That's all I had to do. I'll just exit out. Oh, okay, I'll save changes. Why not? Finally.
Easy peasy, right?
Yes. Looking forward to tomorrow. Looking forward to making some steak. So that'll be nice.
Nice. If you can download the Electroactivity and pick one of the steaks. There's like I think 2 steaks and a pork chop. And just start doing a quick blocking. Which is
what we covered yesterday with the pillow, right?
Yeah, more or less. Just something like you want to focus on even square-like geometry.
Are you expecting to have? Like for tomorrow? Are you expecting the students have already started? Okay.
No, but